Okay. So right now, we'll learn about interface. So we already completed abstract class and abstract method. So in abstract class, okay, what happened? Like when you define abstract class, in abstract class, you can have a some method abstract and some concrete method, right? You can have
Yes.
abstract and non-abstract method both. Okay, that is called that is the reason we can say that abstract class is not a pure abstract. Okay, because pure abstract means you cannot have a concrete class. Okay, you can only have a, sorry, concrete class, I'm saying concrete methods. Okay, you can only have a abstract methods. Okay, so if when you are defining a what we call abstract methods, right, inside the abstract class, you are using abstract keyword, right? So means like we are implicitly saying that okay, this method is abstract. But in the case of interface, there is no need to use abstract keyword. By default, whatever method you declare, they all are abstract. Okay. Okay. So that is keep in mind, and then we'll start with the definition. Okay. So we are learning interface. Always remember, so interface with Java 8, Java 14, there are updates in interface as well. I'm not talking about those updates. I'm talking about the basic interface. So whatever I'm talking in the context of Java 7, because after Java 8, there are certain features which got introduced 9 that we'll learn later. So if someone say, okay, uh, uh, let's assume related to constructor. So when I explain constructor, I say that in subclass constructor, a super or this keyword should be the first statement. But that is not the case in Java 23 or Java 24. Or when we end, might be it will get released, right? So that is the thing. So right now, whatever interface I'm teaching you, I'm teaching in the context of Java 7. Once we're done with that, we'll see what an else update we have. Okay. And I just don't want to make it complex right now. So what is interface? So basically interface is a keyword that all you know, right? The first point. It's a keyword, right? Okay. What is the use of that? So when it used to define data types. Okay, what is data types? So when you define a class a student become abstract data type, right? So how you declare a variable int a equal to 5? How you declare an object? A student a, right? The student which when you define a student class, so after that you start declaring object with the student name, right? Class name. So in that case, it's become a data type, secondary data type. You remember class, annotations, string, and array, right? So interface is also a user defined data type. So it's a user defined data type. Okay. Okay. Remember one thing, the abstract class is not a fully abstract. Remember, like abstract, if anyone say can is abstract class is a fully abstract? No, it's not a fully abstract.
No.
Why? Because we can have a concrete method in abstract class, but that is not the case with interface. In interface, all the methods are abstract. So we can say that interface is a special class which is fully abstract. So I'm saying interface is a class. So you guys come to know that why I'm calling interface is a class. When you compile the interface, it will generate a dot class file. Okay. So interface is also a special type of class. Okay. Interface is fully
Abstract.
abstract. Okay. Now the fourth point. You remember like I said that we cannot achieve multiple inheritance in Java.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can be achieved by using interface. Okay. Okay, you guys note down one question. That is a very important question that usually people used to ask. Why to use interface over abstract? We are having abstract class, we are having interface. Why to use interface? And when to use interface and when to use abstract? That is a very that is a single question. So if interviewer will ask, if your concept is not clear, you cannot answer. If your concept is clear, if you answer that question, means you answer all the questions. Okay. Okay. Now another thing. I'm just going through the points and then we'll go through syntax and all. One interface can extend another interface. So let's assume you have interface 1. The interface 1 can extends another interface 2. Okay, now you just remember this, what I'm saying, extends. Okay, remember this point. Now another point. Why I'm saying this? One class. Okay, one class can extend another abstract class, right? You guys remember? Okay. Similarly,
Yes.
one class can implements another, sorry, another I'm saying, one or more interface. So you always remember one class can extend only one class, right? If you have class A and then class B can extend A, but there is no way in Java one class can extend two classes at a time, right? You guys remember that point, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the case of interface, one class can implement more than one interface. Always remember, one class can implement. Just note this line. A class implements interface. An interface can extend another interface. A class can extend another class. Abstract class can extend another abstract class. A normal class can extend another abstract class. But when it's come to interface, a class can implement interface. So we talk a lot about interface, but we don't know how to declare an interface, right? Okay. So now how to declare an interface? What is the basic syntax that we can follow? So first of all, modifier. Modifier, what and all modifier we have? There are many modifiers. Okay.
Public record.
There is a modifier, then interface. Interface is a keyword. You guys remember interface is a keyword. And then we can have interface name. So let assume I have created interface called shape. You remember I created a shape class, right? Similarly, I created a shape interface. And then okay, this is done. Okay, so this is called interface declaration. How to create an interface. So let me create again. So let me create an interface. So shape interface again. So I have interface, then I have shape. Okay. What I did here, I have declared a method called void m1. Okay. So now I have not declared this, right? It's abstract, non-abstract, anything, right? By default, it is abstract. Okay. So now let's assume I have a class called A, a class called rectangle. So class rectangle will implement. What it will do? It will implements. So it is like, you remember, let me write down with a different color. So I will implements. Implements. So class rectangle implements. What is the interface name? Shape. So when it's implement shape, the shape will force this M1 method to this class, and this class will provide a implementation for that. Understand? So it's kind of abstract only. The only thing is that that we are forcing it to whatever method are there inside the interface shape will force all this method is irrespective of you are using abstract keyword or not. Okay. Okay. Now there is point. What and all interface can have. Now you will say interface can have concrete method, non-concrete method. So we have to know what and all interface can know. Interface can have. So interface can have three things first. Okay. The first interface can have public, final, static variables. Okay. Interface can have public, abstract methods. Okay. Interface can have public, static, inner class. Okay. So interface can have these three things: public, final, static variable, public abstract method, public static method. Okay. What is the major point that we have to know? The major point is variable declared inside the interface are by default public, final, and static. Okay. So it is not necessary to use this modifier for variable. If you declare this also public, final, static, it's fine. If you not declare also, by default it is public, final, static. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, method declared inside interface are by default public and abstract. So it is not necessary to use this modifier for method. So I said public abstract method. So if you use, you not use, doesn't matter. So if you define, let us assume I can have a interface here. I'm just taking shape. Always follow the rule what you follow for class naming. Okay. I have method M1. I have here int A. Okay. So even though I'm not declaring right variable public static final, this variable is public static final by default. Clear? Okay. What about M1? So I have declared abstract? No, but this is by default public abstract. Okay. So there are 2 points that is supposed to have. Variable declared inside the interface is by default public, final, static, note kind of thing. Okay. Variable declared inside interface are by default public, final, static. Okay. So you guys are getting the point, right? So we almost learn everything, most of the things about interface, what to declare, what interface can contain, how to define interface. Okay. So now the major question that people usually ask, what is the need of interface? So when you have a partial knowledge about implementation, you go with the abstract class. When you have a full knowledge about implementation, you go with a interface. When you need a partial abstraction, you go with abstract class. When you need a full abstraction, you go with interface.
Interface.
Okay. one interface can extend another interface. Remember, one one abstract class can extend another abstract class. One class can extend another class, but one class can implement another interface, right? So that point is also clear. Okay. So now most of the points related to interface we will cover. Okay, we'll do some hands-on. Okay, let me. So it's 5 minutes remaining. I think better we'll do in the next class. Okay, because if I start right now also, we will not complete that one. So we will in mid something. So it's better to start in the next class hands-on. So anything, if you guys read anything about interface, you can ask me. Do next class. We'll do hands-on on interface. And once we'll complete the hands-on on interface, we'll do hands-on on abstract interface mix coding kind of thing. And then we'll move to inner classes. Okay.
Okay.
Let me stop.